Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5. Those of you that watch my channel will know that very recently I announced my new car, my new real life car. And I thought it would be a good idea, in fact some of you also thought, I got a lot of comments about this, that I should modify my car inside of GTA 5. So I've grabbed these two right here. In fact, if you haven't watched that video, I've literally just spoilt my new car for you. You can go back and watch that video, or maybe watch it after this one. But yes, of course, my new car is a Mitsubishi Evo 6. Now, I have got two models here. They are slightly different. This one on the right here is a GSR, just like my one in real life, although this one seems to be spoilerless for some reason. And then this one is the Tommy Mackinnon edition, which has got a lot of different things on it, including a different front bumper, because the Tommy Mackinnon and the extreme versions of the 6 had this bumper, and the GSR had that one. Now, this is something I haven't actually mentioned on any of my videos yet, but this actually goes back to the Volvo video I did recently, and that is that Rockstar have started moving car files around, and it means older car mods don't always work. I had this issue with the Volvo video. One of the Volvo ones, the one that had all the oil cooler and stuff hanging out of it, that mod didn't work properly because the files that I was told to by the mod maker to use were completely ignored by Rockstar, because Rockstar had already made a new section for that car. It doesn't really make sense. Basically, this one on the right here doesn't have working mods. It should do, but the way Rockstar have bundled things about and moved things, it's made that one not compatible. So I'm actually going to be modifying this one today, but I thought I would just compare the two anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at these in closer detail very quickly, and then we're going to go on to modifying, because I'm going to try and make it look like my car in stock form. Then we're going to do some little tweaks to it how I would like in real life. Then I'm going to do an extreme one. So it's sort of like 2.5 builds in a way. So let's just open up all of the bonnets and the doors and everything and have a look around these two cars. Okay, here we are. So I'll start with this one first, because we're not going to really be modifying this one because there's not much we can do. So it has here the 4G63T engine. It's relatively modelled. It's quite low textures, but it's pretty fine. It's not sort of like a flat thing. It's pretty cool. Then through to the back, it's a pretty simple boot, which is actually not true to real life at all, because it definitely goes back further than that. On the interior here, it's a white colour, which is interesting, and it is left-hand drive. Let's just have a look at some of these things. So we've got this original tape cassette player. Mine definitely doesn't have that. I noticed that some of these things are reversed. I'm assuming that they just reversed this around to be left-hand drive and just sort of changed the textures around. I did notice that we have this. This is a pretty accurate looking speedometer as well, especially in kilometers. For those of you wondering, because those of you said that, you know, obviously in England we work in miles per hour and my car's an import. Basically mine just has a cross out where the K is, and they've converted it to read in miles. So when mine points at 100 kilometers, it's actually doing 100 miles an hour. But that's all seemed to be pretty accurate. This looks just like mine, apart from the fact it's left-hand drive, and also the seats are a little different. The seats are the right seats, but they're just a different color scheme to what mine is. But actually, not that bad. Now, I just want to take a look at this engine again. Keep this in your mind, because now I'm going to show you what the other one looks like. Here we go. Look at this. This is absolutely stunning. This whole thing has been modelled, and it looks gorgeous. Look at this. It is just so... I'm going to cut to a shot between this and the shot that I did on the vlog of my new car, and you will see just how close to real life and accurate this looks. It looks absolutely amazing. In fact, let's just try and see. Can we see anything on the... okay, there's no writing on the plate. But look at that. So beautifully detailed. And then through to the boot, it even has a relatively accurate boot. I wish mine had this sort of component thing here, but the thing is I've got a massive strut brace which sort of stops that. This one also has a sub on the left, which is something I'd quite like to have in mine, because the speakers are awful. Onto the interior, it has a different type of seat. Now, this is not the seat you would get in a Tommy Mackinnon. The Tommy Mackinnon pretty much has similar seats to this, but just in... well, mine's blue, but the Tommy Mackinnon would be red. These are completely different seats. However... oh, by the way, there's this really awful, weird thing. I sort of I get that, but not in an Evo 6 at all. But this is right-hand drive, which is rather exciting. it doesn't have the right dials. I assume this must be what the dials on imported, or actually like the ones, the grey imports that they sold, like in the UK or in Europe or whatever, had dials like this. But obviously in Japan, in fact if you don't know, the speed is limited. That's why it only says 180 kilometers compared to this one, which actually says 260. In Japan, they actually limit the speed to like 110 or something like that. So they only go up to like a really low speed. Obviously, they could do a lot more. That's just because of Japanese rules and stuff. So this one has a sort of foreign speedometer, which I haven't seen before. But it is in red, of course, to match the fact it's a Tommy Mackinnon. And all the detail, there's the intercooler cooling switch, which is something I forgot to mention in my video. Mine does have that as well. It's a little switch that when you press it, it shoots coolant onto the intercooler. And it just, just makes your turbo run a bit cooler, which is pretty cool. Does this one have that as well? It does, but it's not textures or anything. So you can see that there is a massive difference between the two. This is just so much better. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to ignore this one and just go ahead and modify this one now. But before all of that, because I am a bit late with this, I should have done this early in the video, there are going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links are in the description below. Right, let's just go for a little drive just to hear what this all sounds like. In fact, let's go up here, seems like it's a rally car. We'll take this little rally stage. Well, whoa. Okay, there's definitely a lot of understeer, which makes sense. Handles quite well. It's not too fast, but then the Evo in standard form isn't too fast. It's quick, but it's not sort of blinding. Really well to control. Pretty nice. Doesn't sound like an Evo, though. We need a turbo sound, and we need a bit more, I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's just go straight to menus customs and try and change the sound straight away. So let's just go for engine sound. What do we got in sports? 9F. How's that going to sound? No, that's not right. Alpha. That's definitely not right. The Banshee's not going to be right. The Bestia. Nope, that's too much. Blister. Oh, that's sort of close. Or is that what we already had? I'm pretty sure that might actually be close to what we already had. Buffalo's definitely not going to work because that's just a bigger engine. This is obviously a 2-litre Elegy Retro Custom. Yeah, that sort of works. We just have to couple that with the sound of a turbo, and I guess that'll make sense. Yeah, there we go. That's a more Evo-y sound. Right, let's park up here then and make our 2.5 versions of this car. Okay, so first of all, let's just make this look like my car would in real life. So, we have to go and change this, because this light here is what they would have on the Tommy Mackinnon, but it is not what you would have on the GSL, the normal Evo 6. So I need to go for rear bumper. Is this going to be that? Yes, it is. See, there we go. Now I can get rid of those lights right there. So that's more like mine already. Then on the front bumper, of course, mine is a GSR. This is a Tommy Mackinnon front bumper. So let's just go through. Let's just run through what we got here. So that's a GSL one with the fog lights. Then we have this one, which I don't recognize. In fact, that might be the extreme one. I can't remember. They all look quite similar. Then we have this one right here. Then we have the Evo 5 looking bumper with the Evo 5 massive fog lights. And then we have mine. Now, a lot of you guys have mentioned that you aren't big fans of that. I know. It's just, I just am. I just really like that look. I don't know why. I just prefer it to sort of that with the fogs. I don't know why. I just think it looks better. So then we have that. The spoiler on mine is standard, so we'll keep it like that. And I do have different wheels. You guys have been complaining that I've been using the same sort of wheels. So I've downloaded a thing, finally. It should be, in fact, I might have to go to Chrome. There we go. There they all are. I don't think we're going to find my Gorge Again GM Pluses in here. But we can, oh, actually, the Brembo disc brakes go through on those small ones. Ah, see, look, there we go. That's pretty close. The T37s. Actually, are these names right? I don't know. They don't seem perfectly right. They might be right, though. I might just be being stupid. Yeah, there's some loads of really good ones. I really want some NKRPFs, actually, but I'm really liking my wheels at the moment. They came with the car, by the way, if you're wondering. They were put on in Japan. So these wheels are not really going to suit it. So I think we're going to have to go back to that one right near the start, the T37s. That's pretty close to what mine has. But of course, I also want to change the color just to make it a sort of like grey color. There we go. Something about there will do. Then onto the paints. And let's go for classic. In fact, no, we want to go for a metallic silver if we can. Yeah, actually, that's a little bit too light. Mind you, dark steel's too dark. Bluish silver. Rolled steel. There we go. Actually, that's not close at all, is it? Shadow silver. None of these are actually that close. Let's try a classic look at the silver. It's just slightly too bright. I wonder if I can sort of like mix this with a pearlescent. No, that doesn't really work that way, does it? No, I thought it was going to like make it slightly darker, but it definitely doesn't do that. That is horrible. I mean, I don't think the ones in metal are going to match the color. I think that's actually closer, but again, it looks really weird because that's brushed steel. Yeah, these are all too dark. Brushed aluminium. Gold. Kind of weird in gold. Yeah, I'm just going to go for silver. Mine is a little bit darker, but that's pretty close. And also, I'm just going to go and slam mine down a little bit because I forgot to mention mine does actually have a lowered... It's just got like a lowering springs on it. It's nothing special. Again, this was all put onto it in Japan. So mine would be about there, I guess. So that's mine done in its standard form. Apart from the fact that this has orange lights and my one would have yellow. But sadly, the other mod didn't really work. But this is pretty close. In fact, that's a good point. Do we have any extras? Let's just check. I'm all across the shop on this video. I'm just excited to be modifying my own car. No, there's no extras. Okay. Well, already this is looking just like my car, which is absolutely amazing. But I want to try and modify this already. Same sort of color, but I just want to change it just slightly, see if there's anything else I can do to it. As if I was modifying mine in real life. Whoa, that's some dirt there. Let's clean that off. There we go. So let's just go through to menus customs. And I'm going to change the wheels, first of all. I just want to see what mine looks like with different wheels. So I'm going to go for tuner, chrome. And I'm thinking it would be nice to have like BBS or something, but I don't think they suit the Evo. But they're all quite nice. See, look at that. The wet sports things, they look quite nice. NK RPF. RPF ones are just beautiful wheels. But I wouldn't have them that big, I don't think. These look like 18s. These really fill the arches. Mine are 17s, and they look yeah, these just look a little bit too big, which is a shame. Or we can have the Advans. They're pretty crazy wheels, actually. Also, I've just noticed at the bottom, it actually gives you the Dilettante and the Izzy wheels. That's weird. I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, some of these, that's definitely not a Schmidt TH line, so I think that these are just really weirdly named. Because they're definitely not Watanabe's either. And those are definitely not rotors. They are definitely G60 stills off a Golf. Right, I'm going to go for these, actually, as they're quite nice. That's something a little different. I just wish the wheels were just slightly smaller. Because they do look a bit odd in the arches. Onto spoiler. Is there anything that we can change? Whoa, these get big. Okay. Ah, see, look. We can actually make it look like an Evo 5. Because that is a sort of Evo 5 rear spoiler. It's slightly different because this one's got like a rounded top on it and that bar in the middle. But that bit at the bottom is definitely Evo 5 style. We can have like a little one. That looks so weird with just a tiny little spoiler. That looks so wrong. In fact, let's just try and make this into an Evo 5 then. Like, make it my car, but Evo 5 style. So on the front bumper, we'll go for the GT bumper. There we go. That's a nice Evo 5 look. Then on the rear bumper, we want to have those lights again. But what's this one down here? Ooh, not too sure on that bumper. No, I'm just going to go for stock. Like that. Actually, there we go. That's done. Oh, there's actually an exhaust. I forgot to do that. Because we can actually have the big boy exhaust. It looks like more like mine. There we go. I completely forgot that. Right, that's the Evo 5 done. Let's just stop messing around now. And let's just build a whole new one. This is probably one that I won't even like. But I just want to make something that's completely different. So I'm going to try and find somewhere new. Why did that act as if it is driving down the road? But they definitely did not pass us. God's sake, Rockstar. Right, let's try and find someone to park up, like, right there. Perfect. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Whoa! Holy shit!
Crazy red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I did not expect that to happen. We were like just about to get carjacked. That was amazing. Oh, I love these random things that you get in GTA. Right. Let's just start again. So let's go to menus, customs, wheels, and let's make this something completely different. Should we make this... I was thinking maybe ugly, but let's not. Let's go for some tuner wheels again. Chrome. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely don't work because of the Brembo brakes right there. See, these wheels, they just stick out to me because they just look similar to what I've already got, and it just looks great. Maybe I'll go for BBS Super RS because it's not really the sort of Evo look. BBS is definitely more like, you know, like a Golf or something like that, a German car. That doesn't really suit the Evo. So actually, that's why I'm going to do it, because I'm going to try and make something that you wouldn't normally see. So we got that on the spoiler. Let's go for something a little bit that's not crazy. Actually, there isn't really anything that's crazy other than just the stock spoiler. I don't know. This is where I'm starting to realize that actually I just love my car exactly as it is. I don't want to change it. I don't want to change the spoiler. I don't want to change the bumpers. It's just beautiful as it is. That's what I'm coming to realize in this video. I'm having an epiphany right now. So let's just make this to something like, what do we got here? This is a bit big, but why not? This is going to look really strange. Front bumper, let's go for this different one because it's quite nice. And then on the rear bumper, we'll just have, I much prefer the sort of like less lights like that one, like on mine. But let's go for the drift rear bumper as well. We'll make this just a tuner model. Exhaust, we've already got the big bore on, that's fine. On the hood, we have the stock hood. We have the carbon bonnet, and then we have the carbon bonnet and carbon boot. But that one, the boot doesn't have a texture. Oh dear. Right, well, we'll just keep the carbon bonnet then. That's a shame. It would have been nice if we could have had carbon all the way through. That's quite nice with that carbon bonnet in this silver colour, actually. I'm feeling that. Then on the engine, upgrade, brakes, race, all this sort of stuff. Race transmission, suspension, competition, all the way down. Yeah, I'm definitely going to change those wheels because they don't suit this look at all. So I could actually go with the NK RPF ones. Maybe, but we'd definitely have to change the colour. So let's go for, oh no, not stock wheels. That was the wrong button. Actually, whilst I'm here, might as well change into the Advan Racing RG3s, as I'm quite liking them. I've got to be honest. So let's just go for wheel colour, and I don't know, should we make those darker or lighter? How do they look lighter? Oh, actually, I quite like that in white, and then change the colour of the body to something like a red. Seems in this is the Tommy Mackinnon edition. So let's just go for, by the way, is there any liveries? Okay, there's no liveries. Okay. Let's just go for paints, primary, classic, and just go for a classic gloss red to make that a proper Tommy Mackinnon. Tommy Mackinnons have always got to be red. But I'm definitely not liking the bumpers, but I really just wanted to see what it looked like with all that stuff on. But I'm realizing that it's just beautiful the way it is. Don't mess with an Evo. If it's a Tommy Mackinnon, make it look like a Tommy Mackinnon. So if a GSR, make it look like a GSR. Let's not go crazy. But there we go, guys. That is it. That was all I wanted to do. I just wanted to remake my car in GTA 5 and then just test out what it looks with a couple of extra styles. It's made me realise I love my car exactly the way it is, which I guess is oh, hello. Oh yeah, by the way, the other one replaced the Sultan. This one's an add-on. That one's a replacement, so that's quite fun. I get to see Evo 6s drive around now. Or at least until it updates. There's actually a new update. So I will be checking out the new update cars very soon. I'm just waiting for the script hook to update because, of course, I am playing modded and I'm not playing online, so I've got to wait for all the mods and stuff to start working before I can show you all of that in single player. But until next time, guys, let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Would you have done something different? Do you think it looks great the way it is? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. But that is it, guys. There are a lot of these Mesa things in this car park. There's 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. Oh, 6 of them, 7 of them. Oh my god, there's loads of them. That's mad. Oh, is that an Evo over there? It is. That's weird seeing them all parked around because they're just supposed to be Sultans. That's amazing. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.